Hey Womblers, welcome to Project Womble. This week we're off to Green Park. This is our 17th Womble, so we're going to have a little roam around Green Park and explore the local area and check it out. Here's our station summary. So Green Park is in Zone 1. There's 6 platforms. It opened in 1906, so it's a lovely old station, and it serves the area of Westminster. It's quite a busy station. It operates 3 lines, the Jubilee, the Piccadilly and the Victoria line. It's a colourful station. This footage here is from the Jubilee line. So lovely yellow. It's got orange with like a maple leaf pattern on it, and each platform's slightly different. Lovely tiling in there. As you go out, the tiling is blue and white. Here's the Labyrinth. If you're interested in these, follow Labyrinth London on Instagram for more info about labyrinths. There's a couple of exits. I came out the one that exits straight into Green Park. I like this living roof that they've got on the station, and obviously all the greenery and trees, which makes sense given that it's Green Park. There's also a Portman stone roof on the top of the building. As you exit the station, you'll come across one of these handy little maps. And talking of handy little maps, let's check out mine. Okay, map time. Let's have a little look at the map. I'm all about walking. One aim of my channel is to encourage people to walk more, but also to use my channel to sort of highlight how close together everything is in London. So each video I do a 30-minute walking radius map to give you an idea of where you could get to if you went 30 minutes north, 30 minutes east, 30 minutes south, 30 minutes west, and so on. So let's have a look, shall we? If you walk 30 minutes north from Green Park Station, it will get you out towards Mayfair, Bond Street, Selfridges and all that good stuff. If you walk 30 minutes east from Green Park, it will get you out to St James's Park, the Thames, Westminster Abbey, Big Ben, all that lovely good stuff. If you walk 30 minutes south from Green Park, it will get you all the way down past Victoria. Victoria is really close. Chelsea, Pimlico and down to like Chelsea Bridge. If you walk 30 minutes west, it will get you all the way out to the Brompton Road, Harrods and down to the museums like the Natural History Museum, etc. So yeah, everything's really close together, and hopefully this map can illustrate that for you so you can see how easy it is to get around London on foot. Okay, we're not going to go that far out today. We're going to stay mainly in the park and just do the surrounding areas like we always do. So let's do it. Here's our trusty Go Jauntly map. I love a map. So this is just plotting out where we're going to go. I'll show you in more detail as we go along, but you can see we're just going to do like a loop around the park, head off, do the Ritz, go up Piccadilly and then come back round through an alleyway into Green Park, have a little mooch around there, and then loop back to the station. Okay, first stop is the Ritz. And here it is. It's 5-star, it's grade 2 listed, and dare I say, it's a little bit ritzy. That's where that word originates from. That's why we say it. So it was built in 1906, which was the same year Green Park Station opened. It has 111 rooms and it will cost you an absolute packet to stay in one of them. They also are famous for their afternoon teas, which, you know, I've never indulged. I've never been. I've never even been inside, but it's beautiful to look at. Beautiful architecture. From there, we're going to walk up Piccadilly towards Burlington Arcade, Caviar House and Fortum and Mason. Okay, this is Caviar House. I'm more of a pie and mash, egg and chips kind of girl, but I am quite fond of caviar, I'm not going to lie. It was beautiful buildings around here. I loved all the flowers and the displays. It just looked absolutely stunning. This is Burlington Arcade. Look at the architecture on here. It's just absolutely stunning. I really can't believe it. It's like a little shopping arcade. I'll take you in there in a minute and we'll go and check out the ceilings. Look at this. Established in 1819 and where you go for all your posh goods. Right, we're going to leave there now and head out back onto Piccadilly, where we've got Fortum and Mason. I'm not going to go in there because I went in there for the Piccadilly Circus Womble that I did. So check out my Piccadilly Circus one. But I am a big fan of Fortum and Mason. I'm not going to lie, I love it in there. I highly recommend a mooch. Across from Fortum and Mason, you've got Burlington House, which is an absolutely stunning building. So this originally used to be a privately owned mansion owned by the Earl of Burlington, and now it's home to the Royal Academy of Arts, which you'll see here. But the architecture on it, look at these ornamental gates. It is absolutely stunning. I know I also get excited about the architecture, but it's one of the many things I love about London. Just looking at the, the intricate alcotraves and everything when you look up, I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Right, now we're going to head down the side of Fortum and Mason, down Duke Street, St James, towards Mason's Yard and King Street, and go and find Christie's. Here's the back/side of Fortum and Mason. If you ever want to get some photos of Fortum and Mason and you're getting a bit cheesed off of all the people like queuing outside to get photos, just slip down the back or the side, because there's never anyone down there and it's still beautiful. Okay, well, we're now heading down Duke Street, St James, on our way to Christie's Auction House. Here it is, one of the oldest auction houses in London. It's very famous, opened in 1766, and it's an absolutely stunning building. Okay, moving on, we're going to cut down Crown Passage on our way down to some of the back streets. Nearby to Crown Passage, there's also a pub called the Red Lion, which is famous. That's where King Charles II used to meet his mistress, Nell Gwen. And there's also Pickering's Place down there, which I couldn't get to because there was a lot of building work going on. But if and when you go and check those places out, because they're quite historical. Let's do it. Okay, so we're just going to womble down Crown Passage, which is this little cut through. The Red Lion's down here that I was talking about earlier, but it wasn't open because it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. This is the building work I was talking about, which I thought was actually quite interesting. So if you look, they're maintaining the facade there on that listed building, but they've removed the back of it. They do that a lot in London, and it's quite fascinating. So they've put steel braces up to make sure that they can keep the facade, and then they're just going to build something behind. But yeah, really, really cool. So as the camera pans round, you'll see where we are. We're on Pall Mall, and if I pan round, you'll see St James's Palace. I'm not going to cover that today because I'll go into more detail on St James's when I do St James's Park, when I get to that, when I do St James's Park Station. But I'm just pointing it out for now. Okay, here's Pall Mall. So we get a Monopoly sticker for that. Moving on, we're going to head up St James's on the hunt for some blue plaques, because I love to find them. Here we go. First blue plaque, Frédéric Chopin, composer and pianist. Nice house too. Next blue plaque, Francis Chichester, can't say it, sorry. Chichester, I can't say it without sounding like a Cockney. These aren't blue, they're green. The green ones are the City of Westminster ones, and then the blue ones are the English Heritage ones. But I'm still giving myself points and stickers for these, because a plaque's a plaque, right? Okay, next blue plaque, Winston Churchill. This one's green as well. I'm sure Winston Churchill must have a blue plaque somewhere. We'll find it. We'll find it on a future tour. Churchill only lived here for 3 years, which is probably why it's a green plaque. There must be a blue one somewhere else. Anyway, there is a blue plaque next door. And this one is William Hutchinson. And this one, it's listed as a statesman and a politician, but he was also the first man to get run over and killed by a train in England. Lovely house. And if you look at the front door, you'll notice they've got the candle snuffers there, torch snuffers. So in Victorian times, before there was street lighting, they used to have to carry torches around, and then they used to snuff them out by the front door before entering the property. Pretty cool, huh? And that's it for the back streets. So that leaves our blue plaque score at a very respectable 4. I'm sure we didn't find all of them. I do plan out these routes, but sometimes it doesn't always go to plan. Sometimes I find less, sometimes I find more, but 4's pretty cool. Right, moving on. We're going to cut through a cheeky little alleyway opposite Churchill's house and enter Green Park. Here's the tunnel. It's closed after 10 and it opens at 6 a.m. And now we're out in Green Park, one of the royal parks. It didn't always used to be a royal park. It used to be a swampy burial ground for lepers. There was a hospital nearby, and this is where they used to bury the lepers. It's called Green Park, and it doesn't have any flower beds in it. And apparently, as the story goes, Queen Catherine wasn't very happy about her husband giving flowers to his mistresses. He used to pick flowers for his mistresses from the park, so she ordered that all the flowers be dug up and never be planted again, and it's been a green park ever since. Right, so we're wandering through the park, heading southwest towards the Victoria Memorial. Here's the Victoria Memorial. It's Grade 1 listed, built in 1901. Very beautiful Edwardian sort of Baroque style monument. Absolutely stunning. I always think these gold monuments look absolutely stunning against the blue sky. If you're ever lucky enough to get blue sky in London, which does happen occasionally. Talking of lovely gold things, here we've got Canada Gate, which is just right next door to the Victoria Memorial. This is absolutely stunning. It was commissioned in 1905 and it was a gift from Canada to London. I mean, what a lovely gift. It's the main gate into Green Park. So you've got Buckingham Palace on the one side and then you've got the gate and then you've got Green Park. Talking of Buckingham Palace, here it is. This is the view of Buckingham Palace from Green Park. And as the camera pans round, you'll see the Victoria Memorial where we've just been. Okay, moving on, we're back in the park and we're going to find our way to the Canada Memorial. Here it is. Beautiful water feature. On the day I went, it wasn't working, but normally it's really peaceful and beautiful because obviously you can hear the running water and you can see the maple leaves on it as you walk through. Okay, from there we're going to make our way up Constitution Hill. So Constitution Hill gets its name because King Charles II used to go on a daily walk, a daily constitutional, if you will. And this is the way he used to walk. And so they reckon that's where the street name came from. Because this is where he used to take his daily constitutional, walk his dogs, his King Charles Spaniels. Okay, so moving on, we're going to walk up Constitution Hill until we get to the Memorial Gates, the Commonwealth Memorial Gates. Then we're going to go and have a look at the Bomber Memorial and then head back to Green Park Station, and that'll be the end of our little tour. Here's part of the Commonwealth Memorial Gates. The gates were put up in 2002 by Queen Elizabeth, and you can see people have put poppy wreaths down. I filmed this in October, so we're getting close to Remembrance Day now, which is the 11th of November. Now we're walking up this little hill towards the RAF Bomber Command Memorial, which is here. This is a new memorial. It was opened in 2012 by Queen Elizabeth. It's a World War II memorial to commemorate the RAF Royal Air Force Bomber Command. We're walking along back towards Green Park Underground Station now, but before we do, I wanted just to quickly show you this one last thing. So if you look through that fence now, that road running along there is Piccadilly, and that little red tiled building there that the arrow's pointing at, that is the old disused Dover Street Underground Station, which I covered when I did Hyde Park Corner, but since we've just walked past it, I thought I'd point it out to you. And that's it for our tour. We're now back at Green Park Underground Station. On the day I went, it was a really beautiful autumn day. I filmed this in October, but as you can see, it's really sunny. People are sunbathing in the park. You know, I mean, in London, the minute the sun comes out, the picnic blankets are out and everyone's out enjoying it. But anyway, that's us done. So let's walk back and have a look at the platforms and get out of here. Here's the concourse ticket hall area, pretty standard. We saw this earlier, escalators, and then we're going to go down onto the platforms, Jubilee line platforms, and make our way home. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that tour. Thank you so much for watching. I do visit a station every week, and that's what I'm doing as part of Project Womble, so I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a like or a comment, or share it with your friends if you think someone else would like it. I love getting comments, so don't be shy. It's lovely to hear from people, and it would be lovely to have some more subscribers. I've got a really popular Instagram channel. I've got lots of followers over there, but this one doesn't seem to be so popular, which is a shame, because these longer videos I think are really, really good, if I don't mind saying so myself. I just think they're a lot more comprehensive. Maybe it's just a sad side of the times that people have only got 90-second attention spans. But yeah, anyway, you've got it this far, so obviously you've got a longer attention span. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next week.